Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, it looks like things are still drying up. The earth is definitely getting hotter and hotter. So right now they're saying that the UK is so hot and dry that the source of the River Thames has dried up. It has gotten that hot that the source of the River Thames has dried up. This is one image you see on the screen right here. You may not be able to see it behind these letters at the top, but that is a bridge that once went across the water. So you see there is no water there except for a little puddle on the lower left of the screen. So things are definitely heating up on this planet. So we're going to get into this story and see exactly what is happening. I hope y'all are paying attention. I hope you're paying attention because this thing is only going to get worse according to biblical prophecy. So it says the UK is so hot and dry, the source of the River Thames has dried up. Britain is in the grip of an historic heat wave, with the mercury regularly reaching into the 80s and even in the 90s this summer. It's now officially the driest summer on record since the mid-1930s. The sweltering conditions have left rivers and reservoirs do drop well below their normal water levels. London's mighty River Thames is not immune. For the first time, at least since 1976, the source of the iconic river near the English village of Ashton Keynes, about 90 miles west of the capital, has dried up. Michael Sanders, a tourist from northern England, was shocked at what he saw when he passed the landmark on vacation. It says, "We started at Thames ahead at the start of today's morning and haven't found the Thames yet." This is what he told a French news agency as he walked along the bone-dry riverbed. As you can see, it is completely dried up all the way. The odd puddle, the odd muddy bit, no flow anywhere so far. So hopefully downstream we will find the Thames, but at the moment it's gone. Months without any significant rainfall at all in many parts of the UK, combined with July's record-breaking temperatures, have taken their toll. Instead of lush green meadows and meandering stream that has for years marked the beginning of the Thames' 215-mile journey east of the sea, there's nothing but brown fields and parched, cracked riverbeds. So they have a number of things going on. The record heats and no rain. So when you combine those two, you have situations like this that are happening. No rain and record heats. So the Most High is definitely making a statement, y'all. It says the Thames is still flowing through London, but its starting point has moved significantly. Following the prolonged dry weather, the source of the Thames is the source of the Thames in Gloucestershire has dried up, with a weak flow now only just about discernible more than 5 miles downstream. It says with the weather forecaster seeing no end in sight of the atypical heat and warning that the extreme temperatures could become more common during the summer months, there's growing concerns that the river may not return to its original source. So that's kind of frightening. They are starting to forecast that this is going to be typical for summer. And this is not the only place that we're seeing these things. So what if this becomes a worldwide situation? More than likely, based on biblical prophecy, that just might be what's going to happen, because the scripture talks about the earth and people being scorched by the sun. It says, and that's more than a nostalgic concern, as the Thames carries fresh water to millions of homes and businesses across the most densely populated swath of Britain as it flows out to sea. It says we haven't seen it as dry and as empty as this, I don't think, Ashton Keynes resident Andrew Jack told the AFP. he didn't share some of his fellow Britons' enthusiasm for the changing weather patterns on the historically green and verdant Isles. I think there's a lot of English people who think actually great, like let's have some European weather. But actually we shouldn't. And it means that something has changed and something has gone wrong. And we are both seeing heat and dryness like this. Personally, I am concerned that this is going to get worse and the UK is going to have to adapt to hotter weather as we have more and more summers like this. So he's saying that some people are taking it lightly. They think this is just a new thing, a new phase that they're going through. But he says, no, something's going on. Something is definitely going on. Some people are going to have that attitude where they believe that it's just a phase that they're going through because they refuse to face the facts that biblical prophecy are unfolding right before our eyes. And so what we are looking at over in the UK, that is definitely cause for concern, especially since they are not even used to this kind of weather. Many of them don't have air conditioners because they're not used to this kind of weather. And so if you're not used to it, you're not prepared for it. This is why there was such a loss of life during this past summer. So it's definitely time for us to open up our eyes and our ears. Those of you who don't like to pay attention to biblical prophecy, maybe you should start paying attention to it now, because we are all affected by these things. We are all affected by it. We talked about how we lost some trees this summer due to this very, very hot weather. The level of our pond has dropped tremendously. And so we showed evidence of that in a previous video. Some people call it a private lake, some call it a pond. Some say if it's more than an acre, you can call it a lake. Some say that if it's more than 3 acres, you can call it a lake. Whatever the cause may be, whatever the name of it has definitely dropped many feet. The level has dropped many feet from the extreme heat, y'all. And so we are definitely concerned, and we are praying that the Most High will help us to learn how to navigate through all of this as we continue to see biblical prophecy unfolding. So share your thoughts on this. I am done with this story. As always, keep it tight and keep it right. But until next time, we're out. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.